Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. We have something a little different today. We're not necessarily going to be playing games. We will be playing some games a little bit later, but let me explain, because this is a bit of an interesting one. So a couple of weeks back, like almost a month back now, I think, the guys over from Tobii Eye Tracker, they reached out to me. And I should say here at the beginning of the stream that we're going to be looking at some of their products, and while they haven't directly paid me for doing these live streams, I did get the product for free. Just going to get that out of the way at the beginning so you know where it is. But they reached out and they say, hey, do you want to partner with us? Their 20-year celebration were coming up, and they wanted to know if I want to be involved. And I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. However, as many of you will know, I don't know if that shows up on camera now, but I do have a lazy eye. That means, especially if I get tired or in the evening, I will have a tendency to have one or the other eye will drift out and look in another direction, like out there, or maybe I don't know which eye it is right now. And I said, I'm not sure it's going to work with a lazy eye. To which they replied and said, okay, we'll take the challenge. So here is here's what we agreed. They'll send me an eye tracker, which I have here, and as you can see, unopened. And I will open it live on stream, and I will be setting it up live on stream, and we're going to see how their eye tracking works for someone who, first of all, has a lazy eye, and secondly, wears glasses at the same time. I think that is going to be quite a bit of a challenge. I have my doubts, but we will see. We will see. That is what the whole challenge is about, of course. We'll see with how it goes. I'm just going to get myself some water here, and we'll get this thing going. That we're going to be doing today. We're going to be taking out the box. We're going to install all the necessary software. We're going to run through the configurations. And by the way, I haven't prepared anything at all. This is going to be 100% raw. We're just going to dive into it, and you're going to go through the whole process. And we'll see how easy this is or difficult this is. Broken Silence says, is worth giving a go. Absolutely. It absolutely is. And Ash says, whoa, if this works. Yeah, again, as I said, I have. I think it's quite a bit of a challenge, and if they actually manage to get some good tracking on, again with glasses and a lazy eye, count me impressed. But let's just. I do love gadgets, John. You're absolutely right. Okay, we're just gonna jump over because I actually set up the bunny cam. So now, ooh, look at this. Now you can see as we're opening boxes, and I taped over my dress, so we're not gonna dox myself. We're just gonna go ahead and gonna get this thing opened up. If this knife could actually cut through tape, There we go, and I'm not cutting myself. That would also be wonderful. Like so. And just the last one here, I think that should be. And we are in. Almost. There we go. Now we're in. Just gonna check that there's not anything in here with my address or anything on it. I think that's not good. We should be safe. Just don't want to, as I said, dock myself. Plastic. Put that somewhere. And a box. This one goes to the bunnies. There you go, bunnies. New cardboard. Okay. We have a smaller box. Get the knife out of the way. And in the smaller box, we have another box. So this is the Tobii eye tracker 5, it seems. More cardboard for the bunnies. Very nice packaging, actually. It feels like, this is like, yeah. Oh, there's actually instructions here on the back. Look at that. Let me see what it says. Train stream game. Okay. Right, so that's one of the things they asked if I wanted to do, and I thought it was a little bit too much to do in one stream, but they do have like an add-on that you can use for live streaming. So it's called the Tobii Ghost, I believe. It allows so I can put, basically you can get like a marker on the stream where you can see where I'm looking doing the live stream. I'm not sure we're gonna have the time to play around with that today. Oh, look at that, that is pretty. But it's out there, and I just didn't download the files for it just yet. Okay, so here we have it. Let's get this thing opened up. More stuff down here. Oh, there's even more stuff. Okay, it keeps going. I need to get rid of some of all this. Very limited space here. This one is probably not for the bunnies. I don't think they like this type of cardboard. How do I get it out of this one? Oh, I can open it here at the end. You can see there at the end there. Yeah, okay, there's a USB cable in here. So we just, okay. Be a little violent with it, that's fine. Put that there. Decent length USB cable. I mean, I guess you could plug it into like a USB hub on the monitor or something like that. Would probably be the ideal. There's a few, don't know if those shows up. There's a few like peels we need to do. So let's go ahead and let's do those. Actually, you know what? Let's wait with those. And let's see what's in the other box while we are working on it here anyway. This one goes with there. Oh, hold on. Oh, it did this, what? Oh, USB extension. I thought it was a bonding agent. Okay, Michael asked, what am I missing? What is this for? Oh, okay, so it's an eye tracker. So you put this underneath your monitor like here, and then it tracks your eyes, and you can use this to change the camera, for instance, in like Elite or in Star Citizen. Then it can change where you look so that you move your head in game, either with your own head movements or with your eyes, and move those. So this is just a USB extension. That's nice because the other one I could have a problem if you want to reach the back of a PC. So that's nice they added USB extension cable. And then we have like, I guess some kind of mounting system, just like double-sided adhesive here. So we're gonna stick that to the underside of our monitor. And there's more instructions in here actually. Let's see what it says here. Can you see it at the same time as me? So it says connect, automatic install, and mount. That's on a, okay, that's on a curve screen, got it. Calibrate and register. That looks pretty straightforward, if you ask me. So that's what we pretty much what we got. I just want to do the peels on this one. Oh, look at that. So satisfying. If we actually get this thing, there we go. Oh, and there's an extra tiny peel for the little camera there, it seems. Come on. There we go. Tiny peel and extra peel over here on the other side of the bar. There we go. Okay, let's just jump back to the main camera here. You can take a better look at this. So I just wanted to take a look at it and see how this actually mounts. There's something going on back here. Can you guys see these? There is like some kind of contacts there and there on the back. And I wonder what is backwards and what is forward on this. Obviously, it's going to be facing that way since there's a little Tobii logo on it there. And then this one, I guess, goes... Does that show in the packaging? Let me see how that... Magnets? Yeah, it could be magnetic. Oh, okay, it does show here. Okay, got it. Yeah, it is magnetic. Oh, right. Okay. So that's neat. So basically, this one just goes underneath the monitor. And you can use this little tab here on the back. You can see here how I can adjust the front plate there. I can adjust the angle of the front plate by pulling this one back and forth. And then I would assume this one then just snaps into place. Like so. That is super easy. That is a very neat system. I like that. And for those wondering, these ones on top here are actually, I thought it was just double-sided. It's actually Velcro. You can see these can be, I just noticed this now. Just try not to break this before I install it. But yeah, there you go. I can take these off and you can put these back on again if you so wish. Nice. Yes, exactly. So I should just be able to peel this off like that and like that. And if I then jump over to this camera here, you should, if I position it right, be able to see. And I'm just going to basically use the logo on my my screen. I have a nice flat area here underneath the monitor. So I'm just going to stick that on there. Nice and center. Just want a little bit of support to... As easy as just taking this. And there you go. That's installed, and now I can sit here and I can adjust the angle as I need to. That is super easy. So now I just need to find a USB stick. Especially if I can get rid of all this plastic, that would make the process a lot easier. Because I did assume we're going to need a USB stick, so I didn't actually prepare one in advance. Plug that in. No, really? Was it? What was the order again here? It said connect, auto install, and then mount. Okay. We did mount, connect. We did it a little bit backwards. I hope that's okay. I don't think the thing knows if it's mounted or not. Plug it in. And jump over to the computer and see what happens. Reflection off my glass is going to cause problems. That is also one of the things I was considering if glasses is going to work. Quickly hide. Install itself when you're plugged in. Did it? Oh, hold on. Mod is on the folder is on the other screen here. Hold on, let me just get it over here so we can actually see. I don't know if it's installed. I can't see any kind of like LED lights or anything like that indicating that it is. I should probably put my headset on so I can hear if it actually. I should probably have had my headset on doing this thing so I can actually hear if it's detected it when I was plugged in. Oh, there we go. Device iChip is set up and ready to go. There you go, in the corner there. So that was easy. Yeah, no, it worked. I just got it. Oh, and it even okay, it even auto launches the experience, so I didn't even have to go and find anything for you. You basically just have to do nothing. Let's see if there's any sound here. Tobii experience. Yeah, that was oh, I can also see it's on now as some I think there may be infrared or something. There's at least some lights that are very faint red lights that are on it now. That was very, very easy. Okay, let's get started and see what we have to do. Here's the deal. Take your privacy serious. Yes. You can have my firstborn, that's fine. Do we want to change the screen settings? Oh, setup can't be made while the screen is duplicated. Okay, so here's the problem right now, is I'm duplicating my screen. One of them, of course, goes to my main monitor. And the other one goes over to the capture card. And that means if I have to change my screen setting while I set it up. And that, of course, means that the capture can't capture it while I do it, which is going to be a little bit interesting. Let me see if I can find a very quick solution for this here. Maybe if I move this camera. And it's not going to be perfect, but hopefully it's going to be okay. You're going to get it at a bit of a weird angle, but I hope if I clear a little bit of space here on my desk, that I'm just going to try to get the secondary camera into a position so that that can show the screen. Now I'm not going to begin to reroute things. I'm just going to move this. If I move this camera out here and then tilt it inwards so that it, you know, kind of points at the. If it can. It doesn't want to. This is actually not terrible. Okay, hold on. I think this might work. Yeah, okay. It's not perfect. But you can kind of see the screen now, right? You can also see the live stream over there on the other side in the chat and everybody. Okay, so we're gonna have to, as you can see here, no, this is not a great angle. You can see here I'm mirroring my my main monitor out to the secondary monitor, and that just means that I now need to change this over to extend. I'll give it a time. Keep settings. So now, as you can see, which the monitor is what here. So this is 2. Okay. Let's just keep it like. Oh right, yeah. This is my. This is the main monitor, 4K. This is the my secondary monitor, and that's over here. Number 3 is then the capture card. I think. Okay. Apply that. Okay. I'm just gonna, for good measure, just gonna make sure that this doesn't now capture. Yeah, okay, so it captures something, but it's not capturing the right window, of course. So we have to do it like this, because it's capturing a different screen. It's annoying that I can't turn the camera a little bit more, but that's the good as it's gonna get. Okay, we're gonna go here, it says set up display. And where is your tracker? If you haven't yet attached it to the display, now's the time. This display, yes, we wanted to have it on this display, so I'm gonna click here. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this down, you can see here. So now it shows me this bar. And basically, what I need to do, I'll turn the camera down, is you can see it shows there should be lines. Oh, right, there are tiny, just remove this here real quick. There are tiny white lines here on the top. You should barely be able to make them out here on the camera. There, you can see that little white line there. Those, that mounting system is super good. But those lines just need to line up with where they are on the device, which is there. Okay, I'm gonna click done. These are your eyes. Move down. Lean back. Oh, okay, let's calibrate it for your eyes. Look at each dot until it explodes. Okay. Oh, this is cool. All I'm doing is just looking at the dots. Let's take, oh, you can't see the dots, can you? You can see the dot right there at the bottom of the screen, looking at that. Oops, no detected. Let's try again. Okay, might be because I was looking too much at the... I'm gonna be focusing on actually calibrating this, because if I look away over to the chat too much, I think it gets confused. There we go. I know it's just a black screen for you guys right now. Okay. I'm just going to move this back up so you can see the main screen again. So we have calibration successful. Profile name. Profile name is going to be D2EA. And save. Okay. Let's move, can we move the window? That's easier. Is it saying anything? Oh, look at that. Oh, this is cool. So, okay, you probably can't see this, but the eyes there, the little circle there in the middle, is tracking my eyes as I move around the screen. Oh, that's fun. I probably can't show you both my eyes and the screen at the same time. But look at this as I'm turning my head. Oh, hold on. It's probably done with the we can probably do the settings again, so we can go back to this one. Extend 2 and 3. Give it a second. No. Revert, sorry. Extend. I just need to set, I'm gonna set it back up so you can actually see the capture. Yeah, 2 and 3 needs to be extended. I need to click on 2, of course. Duplicate 2 on 3. Duplicate 2 and 3. There we go. Keep changes. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to go back to this camera. Nope, not that camera. This camera. Yeah, there we go. So now you can see. Let's try to look at experience. It's a little bit off. It's not far. I probably just could calibrate it again. But you can also see it tracks my head. As I turn it, you can see that the avatar there. It has a bit of a harder time tracking when I turn my head. You can see there, when I look over on the screen there, it has a bit of a harder time. But if as long as I look at the monitor I'm actually playing at, it's actually tracking surprisingly well. That is, and I didn't do anything here at all. We didn't do anything because one of the things that they said that we could try, glare from the glasses, maybe let's try without glasses. Yeah, you can see now I can look over on that screen. Oh no, there, it lost it. And it's back. But if I look off the monitor, it has a harder time tracking my face. Maybe I can try just to get a bit more angle on it, and we can try to do the calibration again. Yeah, I'm having my hand over the tracker right now, so that's probably why I can't see it. There we go. Ah, it's funny. One of the things they said you could we could try if I had problems. Oh, we can try to improve the calibration. Now you can actually see the calibration. You see I can close one eye. Oh, okay. Look at each dot until they explode. So I look at the dot, dot explode. Look at the upper dot, lower corner, other corner. Try to sit still with my head this time to see the actual tracking. Upper right corner this time, and then the lower middle to end with. There we go. Calibration successful. Are you using your eyes to navigate yet? Yeah, so right now, you can see here, hands off, not doing anything. Just, that's the thing that moves around is my eye. So if we try again. See the head movement? That is pretty cool. But one of the things they said is they do have a track one eye, change screen, change user profile. Games. We're gonna look at that in a second. Yeah, so this is one of the things you can do. You can get this like this tracker thing. You can get that on stream if you want to, with the Ghost software, and integrate it into Twitch, basically. But one of the things they said was they had a mode for tracking just one eye at the time. Tobii experience. Select eyes. Right, so you can see here, right now we are tracking both eyes, as you can see here. But one of the things you can do is, if you have a lazy eye, you can turn it in. Yeah, it's exactly because I have a lazy eye. They said one of the things you can try is to turn into either track only the left or the right eye. I'm just gonna try it just for fun, just to see. So now we are only tracking with, what was it, left eye. So only tracking direct. Hold over this eye. This should still work. Yeah, but I covered this eye. See, it stopped working because it's tracking the other eye. So right now I'm just doing one eye tracking. And I can... Ha! That's funny. You can see the lazy eye effect. So right now I'm looking straight at the screen. And right now my my left eye is my dominant eye. And I can change it at will, I think. So if I close... Okay. Just before you could see the effect that when I closed one eye, it would move out to the side because my eyes have a tendency to drift all over the place. That works surprisingly well. I'm just going to try it with glasses again. Maybe if I actually make my glasses. There's an option for selecting one eye. Yeah, exactly. But that's the option we're playing around with right now. I think I'm going to go back to two-eye tracking, since it actually, despite the lazy eye, worked surprisingly well. I'm just going to try it with glasses again. That works really well. Let's try to set this up for some game. that is a surprisingly good experience, I will admit. The fact that you didn't have to do, there was no like, you can see up here. There. How can I show it with the eyes? Come on. There. You can see that it has a bit of problems with corners of the screens. But I did download the install files for it here because I thought we were going to need them, but clearly we didn't. Try to follow my mouse around. I'm just constantly looking at my mouse right now. So it is getting a little confused by my eyes, it seems. It's slowly drifting into position. I should probably good time to mention. I just love the head tracking. We're gonna have to figure out. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things now. I just want to talk about their 20-year anniversary that they have right now, and then we're gonna try to set it up for Elite, and then we're gonna try to set it up for Star Citizen, and we're gonna go through that setup process and see how easy that is. But if you are interested in Tobii Eye Tracker, there's a link in the description. If you go to tobii.d2ea.com, it will take you to their site. And originally they did actually give me a promo code, which is D2EA, little cap letters, but I actually recommend that you do not use it because it's a 5% discount code, but because of their 20-year anniversary, they have a 20% discount right now, which is better than the discount code that I have, and they don't stack. So I would actually recommend you to not use my discount code and instead go and use the default offer they have at the moment if you are interested. So yeah, Dunkel, they do offer a discount, and of course the discount code is going to be available even after their this is so funny. Even after their 20-year anniversary is over. But right now that's actually a better deal for you to go and use the 20-year celebration discount rather than mine. Ballpark cost, I think, we can check it. So you just go to D2EA, no, Tobii.d2ea.com. There you go. And you can see here that originally it is 229 euros. Right now on Discord, discount for 183. And if you add it to a cart, for instance, and we go and view basket, you can see here that right now we have the discount. However, if you apply the discount code D2EA, you can see that actually now the discount is less because the cut becomes more expensive. So I would recommend you actually use the discount code. And no, euros, I think it was euros. Yeah, it is expensive, absolutely, but it's also a very well designed piece of software. Let's try to play with some games here. Oh, it already detected. Or maybe it's just because that's a popular title. This game requires the GameHub extension. Okay, let's get the GameHub extension. You know what? That's actually one of the files I just deleted. So let's just restore the GameHub file and let's try to install that. Installing Super GameHub, create desktop icon, sure. Create start menu, sure. You do that. And you can also have that. So, Elite Dangerous, click configure. Enable head tracking. Will it fit a curved monitor? I believe it will, yes. At least on their thingy, on this one. Oh, ah, mouses everywhere. Oh, hold on. I didn't see that. Look at this. What are these? No, okay, but on the packaging material, they actually do show a curved monitor, so I do believe it will. But there was more here. There are extra little mounting things. Ah, look at these. Okay, look at this. So these are just like the little magnetic plates. Let's get it to focus. There we go. These are just the magnetic plates that it mounts to with adhesives on the back. So let's say, for instance, let's say you want to take this with you and put it on, let's say, a laptop screen, because they actually do show that here, right? You show that you put like the little magnetic thing underneath the laptop. And because this thing doesn't screw, yeah, exactly, for laptops, because this thing doesn't screw in anywhere, that means you can just take it off magnetically, take out the USB, take it with you. And this, of course, explains why the extension cable came included. So if you are using it on a PC, you can put the extension cable in, but you don't want this extra, what is that, meter of cable when you are on a laptop. They need the shorter cable. So you can just unplug it, take it with you, put it in your bag or something, and then put it over on your laptop when you need it. Because obviously you can't close the lid on your laptop when you are when you're using it. That is pretty neat. Gonna get those out. There's two of these, so you can mount on two different, have it mounted on a main monitor and two laptops. That's neat. Well done. Let's put that aside there. Okay. Let's set this up for Elite. Okay, so we can have glare tracking, so it tracks my eye movements. We can set up sensitivity gradients. We can set up limits in terms of how much it allows us to move. I guess we're gonna play with this in a second. Head tracking. And there's all like pitch sensitivity, all that stuff we can set in here. Head position. Control features, what else can we do? Ah, okay, so you can, that's also pretty cool. You can set a, if you, for instance, wanted to turn the head tracking on and off, you can set a trigger to disable and enable the head track, and you can either have it toggle, so when you click the trigger or click the button, it will turn it on and off. Or you can hold it to enable, so you hold it down and then it has head tracking, or you can hold it down to disable it. I'm just going to test something. Does this have HOTAS support? It does have HOTAS support. Look at that. Verbal throttle. Oh, let's just... There you go. Yeah, toggle is probably recommended. That would also seem to be the most useful one. But again, HOTAS support right out of the... hold on. Does it support more than 32 inputs? Let's try one of the... what's my throttle all the way over here? I don't know why I put it so far away. Let's try another one. Let's just try that one. Aha. So it has the same... Yeah. Okay, so it has the same problem that Elite has with only supporting, it seems, up to 32 buttons per device. So if you use like a verbal thing, at least it's the other buttons down there didn't work. Let's just try a few of the other ones that are above 32. Yeah, none of these are working. Yeah. Okay. So it is the same as with Elite, where everything over the 32 buttons per device. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so exactly for this, you would need to go in and use something like Joystick Gremlin to split it up. But if you want to do that for Elite anyway, the only reason I don't run Joystick Gremlin is because I have an old version of the firmware that did support virtual splitting, so it's virtually split in the it's virtual split in the hardware. Doesn't make sense. It's in the firmware instead of doing it through software. Okay, but that was okay. Let's just try to, I don't know, fire up Elite and see what happens. I'm just gonna jump over here. And actually, I can just get this secondary camera a little bit out of the way now because I probably need a little bit more space on my desk now. Hold on, I'm just gonna get rid of some of all this stuff I have on my desk right now because it's gonna take up some of the space we're gonna need here in a second. So I'll be right back while the game boots up here in the background because all this stuff here we don't need. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we gotta give it a good. I get my hostess out here, so we actually have a hostess. Oh, should have taken the knife with me when I left. Anyway, we gotta give it a good try, good test with everything. There we go. Hostess is out. Let's. That's the cable there. Okay. I think the bunnies are sleeping, Dungle. I think that's why. We're gonna try it out both on foot. We're gonna try it out. We're just gonna jump in game and see what happens here. The thumping noise is people having a party. Sorry, there's a bit of a party going on. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. So this is just the default settings right on the box. Look at this. Sitting still with my head, I can glare up at the little notification panel. Over on my other panel, let's look at the radar. Look out at the planets. Look over my shields. And you can see how it just slightly moved my head. But if you want to look at a panel, I actually wouldn't mind a little bit more sensitivity on the head tracking side of it. But that should be relatively easy to do. The glare tracking is perfect. Head rotation. Yaw sensitivity. So if I move the sensitivity up to, let's say, 1 on all of them. Can you type in numbers? No, you have to use the sliders. Oh, there's also roll. We have to try roll. Does that update then? Yeah, so roll seems fine. And again, I'm not my hands out of the way for the eye tracker, but I'm not using a joystick or anything. This is pure. This is all Tobii. I still probably wouldn't use it for videos because if I'm doing a video, I'm not doing anything directly on screen. Let's try to toggle. Hold on, can we set the auto center? Head auto center. Try to put that on. Please also try in-game settings in EEG. Enable it again. Oh, you can see here, if I then sit still, look at this, now I have auto center. It will slowly center itself. ED. This works. So one of the problems I want to highlight is if I'm recording a video, for instance, there should be a hotkey for centering. There is. Center view and disable. Okay. So now, Yeah, so now when I disable the head tracking, it locks back in. But one of the problems is if I'm recording and I'm looking up on the camera, that's what happens on the screen when I'm looking at the camera. And doing a live stream, it could also be a little annoying that it's constantly going out to the side. But I guess that now that I just have a key to remove it, I can just disable it when I don't need it. And we can now look around and do all kinds of crazy things. That is cool. Let's try to get this ship on... I'm just going to try to fly with it here for a bit. There should be a planet here somewhere. Oh, right. There it is. Hello. Yeah, but recenter now, as soon as I disable the head tracking, now I have it disabled, it just centers automatically. But you're right, it might be a good idea. Was there a hotkey for recentering? Reset head tracking key. Recenter your in-game. Okay, so we can set that to that one, maybe. So that means now, if we enable it again... Oh, just be clicking again. I should be able to click that, and then it centers it again. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty neat. Come on. Let's try it on foot. Does it work with Star Citizen? We are going to be trying it out in Star Citizen in just a second. Okay, first of all, just going to get something in frame here. Try to sit still, look up on the radar, look down on my health, look at the cockpit of my ship. Look up on the little compass at the top and look straight forward. What about... Okay, that seems to work. It's a little weird with the floating UI. But I guess that's not Tobii's fault. That's more on Frontier, isn't it? Let's try something here. Yeah, okay, so you can see here how the... Oh, that's weird. Look at that. Look how the UI is moving around here when you are on foot. What about where you actually hit? Let's try to just disable this for a second. Yeah, the floating UI is a bit of a pain. Let's just point this at like the top of the rock. Enable the tracking and look over there. You can see the reticle that goes way off. So basically, if you're using this head tracking on foot, the aiming reticles becomes useless. Well, I guess that's why you can just reset the head tracking, but it works great in ship. Not so much on foot, but I'm not sure I'm gonna put that down to, yeah, I don't know. I guess head tracking was never, I mean, this is probably one of the things that would have been fixed if Odyssey had actually supported, VR, but it doesn't, and that's probably why we have this. Yeah, we can try it with aim down the sight of the mouse here. So, there we are. Oh! Oh, look at that. When we are aiming down sights, it's actually still... Even if I move out to the side here, let's see if I can move my head and line it up with something. You can see there... It actually does move. It actually does work when you're aiming down sights. But I think for exploration, I could see it being quite fun, and it's surprisingly fast to get that you begin to feel very. It feels natural, super quickly. Like it just I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of feels like you have a wider field of view than you normally would, because normally you would be constrained to having this view and you would have to turn to see anything. Now with this is on, I can kind of just look out to the sides to see what's there. For combat, I probably wouldn't use this, but for exploration, absolutely. But anything that involves you shooting with a gun, nah. It's probably not. That's probably not the best experience, but the in-ship experience was really good. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Frontier. God damn it. Okay, I guess. Okay, but once again, the integration here from Tobii's side was absolutely flawless. That was super easy. All we really had to do was just to go in, install the little game hub thing. It automatically detected the leak was installed. I clicked on it, and it was done. That was it. Let's fire up. Start. What is this? Oh, that was the other one. Okay, great. Star Citizen. All settings can be found in game itself. Okay. We're just going to fire up Star Citizen and see how that works. And it's also going to be interesting to see if there's any noticeable difference in the way it works when it is Tobii doing the integration into a game versus when it is the game doing the integration directly towards Tobii. You can see it kind of comes from like who's integrating into who, that kind of deal. And we are in. I think I should be on Port Olisar if I recall correctly. So we should have a very short run to the ships. What monitor size does this support? I'm on a 27. Ooh. I'm on an Acer Concept D. One of the 4K. I believe this is 27. I don't know exactly what size monitors they support. I'm trying to get out of this. I managed to open up the menu for my monitor. I didn't want to do that. I don't know. I hope it's not picking up too much noise from the party. Okay, we're in game. This is mouse controls right now. Default, as people also said, it is off, but game settings, where would you put that? Controls, maybe? Jesus, that's a loud party. I hope it's not picking up too much, or I'm gonna get a copyright strike for people playing music underneath. Right side. Let me see where it is. Hold on, did they actually put anything? That wouldn't be... Control the in-game. Okay, one thing that would be nice here would be if they would... Oh, it also says here, comms and head tracking. It's probably up there. Yeah, okay, great. Microphone. Mute microphone. Head tracking. Disabled. Oh, Tobii. Track IR. Okay. Head tracking. Head tracking general toggle enable. There's still a mouse. Because this one is faceware for the face over IP camera that we need to calibrate. That's not it. So it's this here. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Jesus. There are games that has less control bindings or less settings. Press numpad. Maybe I changed my key bindings. Disable while seated. No. Toggle auto rate calibrate. Not enabled in the FPS by default. Toggle. Disable doing FPS. Ah. Here we go. Oh, I can see why. Oh, okay, this is... Because you don't have a front and center UI, it's very difficult. It kind of feels like you're a little drunk when you run with it in on foot. I guess I'm just gonna give it a go, just to, you know, try it out for a bit. Let's take that thing out. I love the 84X. Do we have a helmet on? We do have a helmet on. Oh, what helmet is that? Oh, it is the right helmet. Good. Helmet's ready for tomorrow. We are over there on docking pad 2. Okay, I must admit, it just took me like a few seconds here. Okay, it's still a little weird when I look out over the... But after you just... I mean, it's beginning to already feel more natural now. The only thing I'm missing is like an on-screen indicator for which direction I'm running. Because that's a little weird. Look at this little race car. I should start drinking to balance the view. I love this little thing. It is such a fun ship. Let's see how it works in a cockpit. Oh. Oh, I feel like I'm a little off center here. Oh, let's just get this.
Origin jump boards at your service. Core system operational. Launch complete.
I'm just gonna see if we can just gonna get it off the landing pad. Oh, not that one. I'm just gonna see if I can find a key binding to recenter maybe. Auto calibrate, yes. Disable while seated, no. I can bind a button to recenter. Where would that be? Maybe under head tracking? Enabling head tracking toggle. Oh, that's open all doors. Hold on. We already used this one for something. What button didn't I use? I used everything in Start Citizen. Gonna use that one. Recenter. No, you know what? I'm gonna use that one to enable and disabling. Accept tracker. Recenter head tracking device. That one. Okay, let's try this. So, oh, there we go. We're now recentered. And I should be able to, what happens if I look away? And I disable it. And when I disable it, it snaps back in. And enable it again. Let's try the glare thing again. So, looking over on my weapon stats over here at the side. Looking over on my speed on the other side. Looking at the radar. Let's look up. And again, no, I cancel here. Looking at my target panel, heat, looking over on the station, that works fine. So, I mean, look at this thing go. Okay, so this is one of those things where it is super nice to play with, because like when you fly around and you just want to, you know, sit and look a little bit like Crusader and you try not to fly into the station, it feels super, it's very responsive. But again, for videos, I can imagine that some of you guys looking at this might be a little motion sick for all the, you know, with the head. But having the ability to just, you know, at a click of a button, I disable it, and now it's perfect for video, right? But if I wanted to show something off, maybe doing a live stream or something, like, oh, look at that, we can sit here, we can look at Port Olisar as we're flying by. It's actually upside down, but you get my point. I don't know how this feels when you're looking at it on a video, but for playing, it feels so natural. Can land on a planet? Sure. Okay, let's try this in a galaxy map. What happens then? Okay, it should probably be disabled in here because, oh my god. Oh, there is, I am guessing, an option for that. Toggle. Disable doing Moby Glass. Yes. Ah. See, that's nice that you can disable it and enable it in different like areas of the game. I'm just thinking where we should go, but let's just go to Daymar. Daymar is nice. Where's the Stanton Star? Stanton Star is there. Okay. Set her out for Daymar. Right, of course, my camera is not mirrored. So for you, when I look at that side, it looks the opposite way.
Landing gear raised.
I will say the integration here, it's somehow, I don't know what it is, but it seems a little bit better integrated here than it did in Elite. It definitely worked in Elite. I hope that's over the horizon. Can we find an orbital marker, maybe? There's one there, but that's obscured. Oh, there's an orbital marker. I'm just gonna go to the orbital marker first so we can find something on the day side.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Yeah, we can move the chat.
Quantum drive activated.
But I think one of the things I probably want to do in in Elite is to move the sensitivity up, because you can see here the sensitivity, like the range I can turn my head is much bigger here in Star Citizen than it was in Elite, and it feels better to have a large amount of head movement you can use to look around with. So I should probably try to turn the sensitivity up in Elite. Oh, should probably slow us down a little bit here. Oh, no, that's not where I put it. Put it there. Oh, still 8 kilometers up. Gun the engines and let's go. And level it off. Oh, put a little bit more. Let's try to land in the crater there.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. System deactivated.
Okay, let's try to enable it again. Okay, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to get used to, but when you're just walking around on a planet, again, for exploration purposes, it's fine because you can look around. Let's do the gun test. Let's find something to shoot at. There's some rocks over here. So we don't have a reticle. Okay, it's disabled. So look at this. It works here, but as soon as you look down the sight, it's disabled. See now? Nothing. Enabled. Disabled. Enabled. Yeah, I guess you could turn that off. Okay, it seems to hit the same spot in the rock regardless of how I move my head. So that's good. I'm interested in... Yeah. But that's not the head tracker's fault. You can see here, turn the head tracker off. There is some issues with overlapping geometry here. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Other weapon. Let's try to turn it back on. Head tracking. And again, disabled. I am assuming there's a setting to enable it doing aim down sight. I just want to try it. I don't think it necessarily... There we go. Disable doing aim down sights. Let's enable that. Yeah, see, that's terrible. That should definitely be disabled. Oh my god. Yeah. good call keeping that. That was it. Aim down sights. Yes, enable that. Where did I put stove? There's stove. But, I mean, being able to just stand and look around is... Oh, look at that. Crusader is already... Recenter? There's the recentering. Okay. You need to really keep your head still. If you have it on doing FPS, you really need to keep your head still when you're using the F mode, because if you move your head, it moves the cursor as well, as you can see. So, yeah, that you need to be aware of. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I think the mouse... I should probably have disabled mouse controls here. I forgot to disable mouse controls. I'm emulating the healing danger Odyssey landing AI. Oh, here's a thing that's actually funny. If you ever been out mining in Star Citizen, you should see this. So these are the type of like surface rocks that we usually go out and mine. And you think like, how big can they be, right? But if you actually go down to them and land a ship next to them.
Landing complete. Core system deactivated.
It's an absolute boulder of a rock. Look how big it is. There's a little bit of geometry errors there. The rest of it, there's some like lower geometry that looks weird, but yeah. There's a little overhang here. Oh, that's a nice little bit of shade here. I love this ship. It's so pretty. And I have to check, but I think it will fit on the lower elevator on the 890. Yeah, picnic time, exactly. Just, you know, out for a little stroll in your sports car, because that's what this is. It is essentially like a two-seater sports car in spaceship. I'm just going to disable the head tracking here and enable that. And then we should be able to go like -sit. Ah, come on. The emotes are not. Nah. It don't wanna. It's not gonna be staying down. Can we climb the rock? Can we land on the rock? The head tracker back on here. Oh, it's a bit of a... Oh, look at that. It's a bit of a dust storm coming in. Let's get on inside. Yeah, the emotes have a problem that they break out too early. Oh. Censor the mouse. I need to go in and disable that. What? Oh, hold on. Oops. That was me. Okay, we need very fine control for this, so... Does the head tracking actually work doing... It's not enabled, it seems, doing...
Landing complete. Launch complete. Core system deactivate.
There's enough space that I can get out of that. That's no problem. I just hope it has a collision mesh. It does. Crusader is completely gone now. It was out there in this direction before. How is it to grind that equipment? I think all the equipment I have on here, I can't remember how much the ship is, but that is probably one or two mining trips worth of equipment here. And a mining trip takes, I don't know. Depending on how, it really depends how lucky you are, but I would say on average, anywhere from half an hour to 3/4 of an hour. So all the gear you see me wearing right now, every gun, every vehicle, everything, is about 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay. It has some problems, this ship getting off, doesn't it? I should probably just enable ball thrusters. Okay, let's gun the engines, let's get out of this sandstorm. And we are at 12 kilometers. Yeah, I would assume you can enable doing third-person camera. Oh, just above the horizon there.
Quantum drive activated. Landing gear raised.
Just got deselected here. Okay. Oh, throttle this down a little bit. Disable it again. We can sit and look at Crusader. Beautiful, beautiful Crusader. That worked surprisingly well. I'm just gonna go and go.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Wait for him to give me a landing bay or landing pad. There it is. Throttle down the throttle sensitivity. Let's turn down the throttle sensitivity so we can come in here nice and slow. Oh, right. Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Like, why is it not landing?
Landing complete.
There we go.
Core system deactivated.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, look at that. Hello. Again, running in FPS mode, it is a little weird. I like it on a planet when you don't really have to be that accurate with what direction you're running in. But here it is a little weird because sometimes they just miss the entrance. Sometimes you kind of get that where it's a little bit off center and you're kind of not running straight and it feels a little weird. So I can understand why they disable it by default. I guess if you had like a center reticle, it would be a little bit easier. Some kind of reference point that kind of tells you, because the difference is, well, oh, look at that. If you put your hands in front of your face. In Elite, you have the UI, the floating UI, which kind of feels weird, but looking at it now, it kind of helped you discern which way your character was facing because you would have the UI as a reference point. Here you have no reference points as to when you're facing forward. And that just means sometimes you get into those weird situations where you don't really know which way your character is turning. So, on foot, it's okay. Try the glaring thing. Have you tried that on foot? Just try this. Let's stand here, look up the ship sign. To go on the other ship sign. I'm not moving anything with my hands right now. Hands are off. Ship deck. What's the other sign says? Landing pads. What about the dude? And the sign over there. The distance. This says 10. This is without moving my head, just glaring, and it works pretty well. Okay. That, I think, is actually gonna be concluding it for today. It's gonna be a little bit shorter live stream than usual, but that was a surprisingly easy installation for something I thought was going to be very, very difficult and complicated. So that's the Tobii eye tracker. That's Tobii eye tracker 5 to be more precise. They're currently having a 20% off discount, so you could go to tobii.d2ea.com. It'll take you straight to the site where you get 20% off doing their 20th anniversary. Do you think I'll keep using the Tobii? I'll think I will, because it definitely adds something. Hold on. The NPC in game is talking to me. I don't know how much I'll be using it doing videos and live streams. First impressions is, first of all, the setup was surprisingly easy. There was a few menus to dig down through in Star Citizen, but apart from that, it was surprisingly easy to set up. Like, ridiculously easy, like where you plug it in and do nothing and it does everything for you. I think this is one of the few products you can set up without actually touching the keyboard. It's quite impressive. I think okay. So from a user's perspective, I think it's a great product. It takes like a few minutes before it begins to feel natural to use. And when you stop thinking about it, when it just becomes a natural thing you do, and it just really adds a lot to your gameplay. As I said earlier, we were trying it out in Elite. It kind of gives you that feeling that you have a wider field of view than you normally do, and you get a little bit more like the feeling of actually being like you have. I don't know. It's difficult to explain. But it kind of it feels like you have more. It's a little bit more immersive, I think. I think that's the best way to describe it, but the problem is immersive has just been such an overused word that I don't know. But it takes like a few minutes to get used to it. From that point on, it's a great experience, I will say. For live streams and for videos, I don't know. I will actually leave it up to you. I would like to hear you guys. Both if you are now, you can go and post a comment on the VOD when it becomes available, or like let's come over on Discord actually after the live stream. I would love to hear from you guys. What was it like to watch a live stream where this was used? Was it annoying to see the constant head movements as it moved around? Did it feel okay? Did it feel like, I don't know. I just want to have your what's it like from a viewer's perspective. I'll probably have to go back and watch the live stream myself to kind of get a feeling for what it's like from someone who's watching. Because I'm afraid that it could be a little jarring to look at, a little like nauseating maybe. I don't think I'll be using it doing like guides and tutorials, but I could see myself maybe use it doing live streams, because a guide and tutorial is more focused on like being a teaching tool. But overall, I would really like to hear you guys' experience who've been watching. What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. Come by Discord. It's at discord.d2a.com and let me know what you think. I'll be hanging out over there as soon as the live stream is over. But yeah, as I said, a little bit of a different one. I do have a live stream again tomorrow, actually. And we're going to be playing Star Citizen tomorrow. And there is an event going on. It's not an like official event. It's a player-hosted event where we are going to be 2 sides. I think we are 30 people in total. So it's going to be 15 versus 15. It's going to be mercenaries versus outlaws. And we're going to be setting up like basically like a little war zone. And we're going to be running around with guns, and we're going to be shooting each other, and it's going to be a ton of fun, I think. Hopefully it's going to all pan out as we hope. We'll see. But at least I'm going to be live streaming it, and it will be tomorrow. Exact time, stay tuned. I'll post something on Discord when I go live. If you take the time to configure the sensitivity, it looks good on stream. Okay, I definitely have to tune it a little bit. Sometimes it does jump around a little bit, so I think I have to tune it. But I think after a while, I'll try to use it doing some of the live streams. Luckily, I mean, you can toggle it on and off like that in both games. So if people feel like it's annoying to use or annoying to watch, it's very easy and very fast to disable it and just play the game normally. But again, I'll tune the sensitivity a little bit, maybe some of the smoothing, so that it doesn't move the head as fast as it otherwise would. I don't know. I'll play around with it, but again, come by Discord and let me know what you guys think of it as from a viewer's perspective. And again, just one final reminder again: go to Tobii, but that's Tobii with 2 I's, Tobii.d2ea.com to check out if you're interested. And again, they have a 20% off deal at the moment, doing their 20th anniversary. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Very different, a little shorter live stream for a weekend live stream, but I will be back tomorrow, of course. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Hope I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.